Okay, we'll wait one more minute and then we're starting. So thank you, Eduardo, for letting us know that the video and audio are okay. I have two screens, so on one of them I'll read the chats and on one of them I'll see the presentation with you. While you're here, we're going to do a raffle in the end of this presentation, end of this webinar. So go to consolto.com right now if you want to join or participate in this raffle. And in Consolto, please go find the small tiny widget on the right, find me, Ilan, on that widget, and just enter your name there with the contact form. Again, if you can go to the Consolto and make sure that you start the contact form and just send me your name, your email, and message webinar, and you'll be part of the raffle in the end. Okay, 1 minute and we're starting. All right, we have a bunch of people here. Really happy to see you all. Again, there's a raffle in the end of the presentation. So if you want to participate in the raffle, where we're going to provide extra skins, and you'll learn in a few moments what a skin is, please go to the consolto.com, our website. In the website, open the widget on the bottom right. Then look for my name, Ilan, CEO of Consolto. Click it, open it. You'll see the contact form. Put your name, your email, and a message, which should be webinar, and you'll participate in the raffle. I'll say this again during, I got the first message. Great, you're in. Okay, I'll show this again later. We're starting. So first, thank you so much for joining us today. And it's been a blast. I mean, the last 24 months in Consolto were really, really interesting for us. And I wanted to share a little bit about our progress and what we just launched a week ago. And that's why we're here. We're going to start with a few words about us as a company. Then we'll walk you through the solution and what we're trying to do with the new refreshed back office. A few tips for great meetings. And we'll finish with a look ahead, the future and roadmap, where we're going. And then we'll leave some time for a Q&A and the raffle. So with that said, let's start. So we're Consolto. We've established in 2018, well ahead of the COVID era, to help businesses get closer to their customers remotely. That's our goal. And our mission is to help 10,000 businesses scale their remote meeting operations. And what that means is that if you're a small business and you want to have more meetings, or at least better performance from these meetings, and you want to scale them, you want it to happen in a very easy way, an organized manner. That's our goal here. If we want to provide 10,000 businesses the ability to simplify, organize, and boost their meetings, it's practically making these businesses create a meeting as simple as sending an SMS message. Otherwise, you can't scale so many meetings. If we wanted to scale to 10,000 businesses and your business to have a lot of meetings, what else we should do? We should provide you with an infrastructure to organize all the data that streams out of these meetings. When I say stream out, I'm talking about chats and files that are shared, and of course, meeting scheduling and all that. So that's why we're here for. And we want you to be able to manage all these easily, and that's what we're doing. And for that, we've built Consolto. Okay, that's what Consolto is. Basically, these are just a few of our features. As you can see, it's pretty much But I'm not going to talk about all our features today. I wanted to share just a few of them, and I wanted to focus on the past 18 months and deep dive into the refreshed back office. So you can see for yourself, this is the progress that we made in the past 18 months. This is just a few of the large features that we launched. One of them, for example, is group meetings and group scheduling and meeting rooms and background blur and HIPAA compliant. And there are a bunch more. I just put here just a few. And you can see the old design of Consolto that was there just a few months ago. It's over here, and this is a new design. We hope you will enjoy it and moving forward. Okay, so we also refreshed all the back office, including the scheduling and including a lot of other things. A little bit about what we are. What's the essence of what we provide? The three core functions of Consolto are video conferencing, messaging, and appointment scheduling or booking. We also provide contact forms, a micro CRM, and some money transfer if you'd like, and screen sharing and analytics. And if you'd want to do all that with a bunch of tools, you'd need, for example, Zoom for the calls, Calendly for scheduling the meetings, Intercom for the live chat, Zapier to connect all that together, PayPal for the money transfer, all that. So instead of all that, we're giving you Consolto, one simple solution to meet your customers online. When I said before that we want to help 10,000 businesses to scale their meeting operations, their remote meeting operations, this is what we're trying to do now. Obviously, we're not as good as Zoom or Calendly or Intercom because each one of those has depth in what they provide. But we are providing the good enough and the required features that we feel from you, from the requirements that we collected from you and from our audience. These are the features that you need, and that's what we built. Okay, so right now we're at the point of at this point I want to share or build a common ground for this discussion. I'll start with the click and talk page, I'll start with what your customers see. And some of you use the click and talk page. Some of you have a website and use the widget. And now we're also in beta testing of a consultant listing, which means you can practically launch, if you have a consultant marketplace or a consultant directory of yours, you can put them on your website and make them accessible through video chat, through messaging, through appointment scheduling, all what I described before from your website. But this is coming soon. Right now we have the click and talk page, which most of you work with, and the website widget. But before all that, okay, that's what your customers feel. Today I'm going to discuss or talk about the back office side. The back office side, I will deep dive into the new navigation system that we've built, the multiple widgets that every team can have now, the agent skins, and the team privacy and consent feature. With that said, let's move to the demo, because that's the interesting part today. So we will start with the new navigation. So a few weeks ago, we launched this new back office, which lets you, we hope that it's more simple and easier to understand and grasp. First, you have the 4 working tabs over here. They're pretty similar to what we had before, maybe slight cosmetics changes, but you have the overview, the conversations tab, the appointments tab. Afterwards, we just added a leads tab where you can see all the contact forms that were provided to your team. Okay, so here you can see that I have a lead from Mulder. By the way, I'm Scully, Dana Scully. I'll show you that in a moment. And you can jump to any conversation using that link over there. So these are the working tab. Nothing dramatically changed here in the last 2 weeks. the appointment center was, as I mentioned, refreshed a few months ago, and you can create new meetings from here and see your entire calendar here and agenda. Now I'm going to show you the settings tab. Okay, so every time you want to see the settings, you come here. By the way, before I jump to the settings, you have here control over the sound. So if it's too loud or too noisy, you can click this. And sorry, it's this one. This is the news and notifications that we have. So you can open it and see what's going on, what news we're launching. And of course, here, the availability as it was before, it stays, it remains. This is a simplified version or what a agent in your account will see. And it is different. It is different than what you may see because you're an account manager. So as an account manager, you may see an entirely different left navigation menu. Okay, again, this is the simplified version, and your agent will see this because they don't have, for example, access to the account settings and a few other settings and manage the teams. But you do have access to this. So if you manage a team, and even if not, I'll show you this because it's it shows all the capabilities of the system, and it will help me explain what are the new features. So we'll start with the team widget. So now we have multiple teams, and what is this for? When is it good to use multiple widgets? And the answer is when you have a team of a few agents and you want to place them on different pages with different behaviors. That's one reason. If you have one agent that you want to place on different pages and different behaviors, that's another reason. For example, you want one click and talk page of yours to have only video chat and another click and talk page to have only text chat. So these practically are the same, representing the same person or the same widget, but the behavior is different. That's when you would use multiple widgets. Again, if you have another example is if you have different websites. For example, you're an agency and you support two customers, each one on their own website. One customer has one branding A and the other customer has branding B. That's when you would use this multiple widget concept. You would put the entire widget with the look and feel of company A, and the other widget will have the entire branding and look and feel of company B. Another example is mobile versus desktop. You can create more of these. So what would it look like? I want to show you our Consolto demo team. Okay, basically it's a widget. We call it a widget, but it's a widget team, and every widget of these is basically a team of agents or a team of skins. So for example, I can create a new team, and again, every team gets their own widget and own script. I can add agents to this team. Okay, these are the agents of Consolto, and they will be added. I don't want to do this now because I already prepared something for us, and this is the team that we have. Okay, so for example, we have a team that can be shown here. It can be very long or not. Every agent on this team list is a skin. So what is a skin? A skin is basically a representation of one of your agents on a team widget. And basically, if you put one agent on two widgets, on two team widgets, each one of these widgets will have a different agent representation or a different skin. The idea is that you can put features and look and feel and texts that differ from skin to skin. So all that can change. When is it good? For example, one of the examples that I gave before, I want a click and talk page that has only video chat. I want a click and talk page that has only appointment scheduling. So on one click and talk page, I will put in the skin, I will put video chat. On the other click and talk page, I will put only appointment scheduling. I'll show you this in action now. So let's say that I have, a moment, please. Okay, let's say that I have, for example, Amanda. And Amanda, she has a lot of these features on her widget or click and talk page. Okay, let's select Amanda from here. And I'm going to talk in a moment about how we manage this entire back office in terms of navigation stuff, but I just want to show you the demo. And then I come here to the flag widget and I go to the click and talk page and I open it. And we'll see Amanda Stevens, which is like this. She has a lot of features here below. And then, for example, if I want to have Amanda in a very similar manner, but this time I want Amanda to have only one feature, for example, only the scheduling. I'll duplicate Amanda. And I'll put her on, let's put her on the same widget. We'll have two Amandas on the same widget. Here, we have one here. I'm going to sort this with Amanda. So we have both. Maybe I put it on a different widget, just a moment. Oh, I put it on the former, sorry. Should have put it, here she is. Okay, so we have here Amanda. I put her mistakenly on another widget. And I'm going to open this Amanda. So now she's in this one. And you can notice that we created a new Amanda with some different naming or a different handle. Now I'm going to create or open the click and talk page of this new Amanda. It looks exactly the same, but just the handle is slightly different. And now I'm going to the communications. I'm going to drop all of these and keep only one thing, which is the appointment scheduling. I'm going to reload and hey, look, we have only one thing. While on the other Amanda, which doesn't have the numbers here on the handle, she still has all these features. So I hope this is clear. This is what we built. Okay, the ability to have multiple skins for one single agent. And I hope this clarifies how this works. Now, how do you navigate through this entire back office right now? By the way, if anyone has any questions, now would be a great time to put them in the chat. We're here. Jackie is with me. Jackie is our product manager. He will be able to either answer questions in the chat or we'll answer them in the Q&A sessions. But if I see anything urgent or relevant to what we're talking about, Jackie will put it. One more thing. In the end, if you missed a few moments, the few first moments of the meeting, in the end of this presentation, we're going to have a raffle. In order to participate in the raffle, and in the raffle, your accountant is going to get a few skins. So if you want to participate in the raffle, please go to consolto.com for a moment. Open the widget on the bottom right. Find Elon, find me, and click on the contact form. Fill your details, name, email, and in the message, put webinar. And the raffle will be out of those who submitted. So take a moment, ask us a question or in the chat, or fill a contact form. Jackie, I see that for some reason the chat is disabled, but I do see here questions on the chat. So maybe Jackie's handling that. All right. if there are no, is a team different companies like my web dev. Okay, so Ishan, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He's asking a question in the chat. Is a team different companies like my web development company and my cleaning business? Yes, you can create 2 teams for different companies. And the agents will have the same account. They're sharing the same account. Great, someone else is providing the information in the contact form. Going back to the question, so you will be able to create separate widgets, one for your company and one for your development company or the cleaning business. So that's exactly what it is for. Okay, that's why you create multiple accounts or multiple teams. For example, in Consolto, we have a demo team and a Consolto main team. And you can see that if I go to consolto.com, we will only see what we have on the main team over here when I open it in a few moments. But we will not see the other 12 agents that are on the demo widget. Okay, I'm going to open it, and you're going to see me and Adi and Dana Scully, which is a demo agent. Okay. Again, every team gets their own script, which is installed on a website. Every agent can have multiple skins. Every skin is a representation on a widget, on a team, or has a different click and talk page. I hope that clarifies that. With that said, I want to jump to the navigation because that could be a little bit tricky. One of the reasons that we have all this complexity is, and when I talk about the complexity, I'm talking about the list on this team widget, is that unlike text chat, where agents are faceless, they can be behind the scenes, like 5 agents behind the scenes, but no one is actually speaking or talking with the customer with their faces. In video chat, it's different. And in many cases, the users want to select which agent they want to speak with which agent or which consultant. You probably saw that when you're using it. So we created this team list. Now, when you have a team list, then you need to suddenly all the configuration becomes a little bit more tricky. As I mentioned, you suddenly need a team, and then every agent gets their own skin, and sometimes multiple skins. So that's why we created this selector. Okay, and everything, now I'm going to go through how you navigate through this. So when you go into the setup and installation, okay, here we have the widget setup and installation section where we have managed teams, and you can see all your teams. And we can jump in directly to the setup and installation or click one of these highlighted number of skins, and then we deep dive into that specific agent list. So when we are here, when we are here, basically the agent list is over here. And then we can also deep dive into one of these widgets and start setting this up. But how do I know which widget I am right now setting up? The answer is it will be here. This is the team widget name, and this is the agent skin that I'm updating right now. Now, in some of these tabs, you're updating the team, and in some of the tabs, you're updating the specific agent. In order to distinguish, first we try to make it clear with these tab names. For example, when I'm updating the widget, I'm updating the team. And when I'm updating the team view, for example, I'm of course updating the team. When I'm going to the agent, I'm updating the agent itself that is here, the agent skin. But in order to make this really clear, we created these blue ribbons with the information. So right now I know that I'm updating the agent. This is an agent thing. And here I know that I'm updating Consolto main, which is the widget itself or the team. I hope this is clear. We also show you here, it's easy to navigate from here. And also you'll see the correlation between the left part, these tabs, and the preview on the right. So the preview, we have the widget, we have the team list, we have the agent view, and the click and talk view. So these two are, of course, of the agent skins, and this one is of the team list. The team view, for example, if I want to change this text, I'm going to write here Consolto demo, and this will immediately be updated over here, Consolto demo. If there are any questions, I would love to take them right now. We'll continue with a little bit more of the navigation. So we talked about the left part, the middle part, the right part, which have some correlation. I want to share in a moment, the header or this selector, we call it widget selector. And what you can do here is practically select what you're actually updating. And you will see that on the left, we have the widget team names. And on the right, we have the agent skins themselves. If you put your mouse on any of these tiny abbreviations, you will see all the details the agent. For example, the widget where they are embedded, or the team, their display name, the display name, the email, and the handle. Again, the handle is what we use. By the way, I didn't mention this, but the handle is what we use here. Pretty similar to a Twitter handle or Facebook handle. Okay, it's your unique name on Consolto. So here we select what we're exactly going to change, and this is the tricky part. I feel that now I'm going to share the tricky part. When we are selecting an agent, we are practically selecting two things. We're selecting the agent and the widget that he or she is in. And that's the thing that you need to keep in mind. Every time we select an agent, we also select automatically the team widget where that agent is in. And hit apply, and then I can see whatever I wanted to see there. Yeah, I think we covered that pretty. I think that's clear now. I hope it is. One more thing that you should always be aware of, you have here a demo button. This demo button is really good if you want to see how things would look like on your website. It's a two-sided page where on the left you have your consultant back office, and on the right you will have the widget. Okay. That's the idea here. Basically, you should use this anytime you want to test or see how things are working on your widget. You must make sure that the widget is live and available, of course, but that's the idea here. Here, I'll select myself right now. One other thing to note, when we are on the settings tab, which is again here and everything related to this part, we can have only one agent selected. We will add the ability to have more than one in the future when we'll enable bulk edit, but right now it's only one agent or skin or widget that we can edit at a time. However, if you want to see leads, for example, or anything here in the work environment of other agents, you can use this. I hope this is clear. You can use more than one agent. And there is one thing that I will discuss later, like how is it working with all the data and privacy stuff? So we have a solution for that, and I'm going to talk about it in a few moments. Before we get there to the data and privacy, a little bit about all these tabs that we added, just at a glance, so you get familiar with the new back office. So here in this agent list, we can order the agents. We just drag them and we put them one on top of the other this way, or just play with the order. The higher the order, the higher there will be here on the widget. Okay, if I want Dana Scully to be, above me, look, I'm gonna bring her on top of me. You also can see or set the visibility of agents. You can remove them from the widget or keep them there. Here you can on the menu here on the right, you can select to edit a skin, move a skin to another widget or another team, duplicate a skin, and copy the skin ID. Then you have the agent placement. This is all talking about how we're going to show your skins, your team skins on this multi-agent widget. You can decide how many you will show at once. For example, we have 3 in this widget, but we're going to show only 2. You can prioritize them by their availability and filter them by availability. That's also available through these buttons. Then we have, I'm moving to the general info tab. Here we have all the generic information, the widget name. This one, by the way, is not visible to your customers. You can set the brand image, which will be the image here. You can set the information in the list, these texts, and the agent-specific stuff, like the image of the agent, the specific agent, and all of that. I'm moving to the communication. This is where you select which communication channels you will be using on your widget, on the agent skins widget. Again, remember, when we're editing an agent, you'll see here the blue ribbon that says agent, editing agent. So here you can see that I have 4 communication channels. In this case, contact form, web call, chat, and scheduling. I can remove them. I can change their order by, again, dragging and dropping them in whatever manner I want. Now I want the contact form to be the first one, so you can provide your details. If you want to edit any of these, you can either click them here and edit them, or here in where we have the order, you just click this blue button and then you're starting to edit whatever that is. Right now I'm editing the contact form of myself. Here I have texts and the dynamic form attached to this contact form. We have, by the way, dynamic forms. I'm going back to show that we have 4 types of dynamic forms. Each one is attached to a different communication channel. So before chats, we have one type of dynamic form. Before video calls and audio calls, we have another. In the end of the appointment scheduling process, we have another form. And in the contact tab, we have its own form. And you can set these independently. Styling. Everyone wants to style the widget appropriate according to their business branding. And this is what you should do. I can't say how important this is. I can't exaggerate in how important this is. Take the widget, take a few moments. It takes a moment to color the widget in your own colors, in your own brand. The way you do this, you have here a palette of colors. You can just set the widget in different colors. This impact, for example, again, widget, team list, agent view, widget, team list, agent view. Now I'm on the widget. I want it to be red. It's red. I want it to get back to purple or blue or whatever. It will happen. I want to change the colors in the team list. Not a problem. I just open this color palette and I select another color, and that's it. Okay. So I really think you should take the opportunity to change your widget according to the styling of your website. Customers will feel that it's part of your website and part of your business. The same applies, by the way, to the widget, the agent skin itself. And this is per skin. So you select one skin and you edit it. I'm moving to the customer experience. So here we have a few things that impact your customers on your website. For example, do you want your widget to open automatically? Some don't want this, some do. So you just set these here, the time it takes to pop up, whether it pops up on mobile devices, etc. Okay. Moving forward to the money transfer. Money transfer, we currently provide PayPal only. In about 2 weeks, we're launching a Stripe integration, so stay tuned. It will enable you to create a Stripe account and charge your customers through Consolto. Really cool feature, and I'm inviting you to start using it. Right now, PayPal only, and in a few weeks, Stripe. Integrations. This is really cool, a really cool feature. If you use Google Analytics on your website, one of the things that happen in a lot of solutions is that widgets installed on the website don't have access, or sorry, your hosting website doesn't have access to what's happening within the widget. And sometimes you want to see if you brought people to your website and there are any interactions and you don't even know what's happening inside the widget. So the way we handle this is that we project whatever happens within the widget to the Google Analytics installed on your website. So I'm inviting you to use this capability, and it's just a push button here. You just enable it or disable it, and that's it. You'll have it. So this is the integrations on the widget itself on the front end side. I'll talk in a moment about some other integrations that we have. Dynamic forms, we went through these a moment ago. Control. This is an area you should be pretty careful, because this could hide or even delete your widget entirely. So when you touch this, for example, when you toggle this switch, it will hide your entire widget. If you want to hide a specific agent or a specific skin, you click on this here. And again, I'm moving from the widget to the agent. Widget, agent, again, I'm always within this context. When I'm in the widget, I'm here. When I'm the agent, sorry, the widget here, Consolto main in my case, and the widget, or the agent, I'm here. Page matches. Many of you want to select which pages the widget will show. So this is where you do it. You put the pages where you want this agent to be shown on this widget, and that's where they will be shown. There's a lot of explanations that you can see on our website, or just read it here. Every time you see these tiny question marks, when you put your mouse on them or hover over them, you'll see a tooltip that explains a little bit about them. So again, widgets also have page matches, agents have page matches, and the last thing I want to talk about, I'm going to move to the installation tab. This is where you take the script of your team, because a script, is a team thing, and you copy it, you embed it on your website. There's a lot to talk about all these features. I won't go in depth. I just wanted to walk you through these a little bit. I went one step back, and one thing that I wanted to show you is these shortcuts, and then I'll talk about one or two tabs here. So these shortcuts over here are the scheduling, the conferencing, and the chat. They refer to the settings of these. Okay, so I want to set the scheduling. I click this, and I'm immediately going all this way, all this way from the settings to the widget, setup and installation, communication, active channels, appointment. I'm here in the calendar settings. Here I can set all the whatever I want, the availability, the available day and times, if it's a fully automated flow or not, etc., etc., etc. So I'm inviting you to come here. We're also published a walkthrough the scheduling, and you'll see that on our website. I'm going back now. Let's go to the settings, and that's about the setting of the widget and the agent skins. There was a question about Apple integration with Apple Calendar. So with that question, I'm going to our integrations. So in the main settings, we can see what integrations we have right now. We have a Google Calendar integration. This is a two-way Google Calendar integration, meaning whatever happens on Google comes to or is projected to Consolto. Whatever meeting are scheduled in Consolto are projected to Google. Okay, this means that when a meeting is busy on Google and someone comes to your Consolto click and talk page, that time will be blocked. We also have a Zapier and webhooks integrations, and emails with SMTP, so you can connect your own domain to this. Now remember, I talked a few moments ago about, I see a question about skins and deleting the skins. So before I move forward, deleting the skins is just going to the specific skin. I want to select, let's say, Adam. I want to delete Adam. Please forgive me, Adam. And then I go to the control, and I'm going to the agent skin, and I can delete here, delete agent skin and data. Be careful, this will delete all the data as well. Okay, going back to a little bit about this. Remember, we talked about simplicity. We want to make things simple for you and your customers. I talked about the simplicity on the customer side. It's no downloads, no installations when they come to your widget or your click and talk page. It's also about putting lots of things together, like the money transfer and the appointment scheduling and the video in one cohesive solution. But it also means starting a call with one click, either from their side or your side. So one of the things that we have is a zero-click call mechanism, which means they come to an email that you send them, and with one click, the call will start on their end. And I just want you to imagine for a moment how much time it takes for you to establish a meeting with a customer that's right now on your website. Think about how many clicks it will take to make this happen with solutions like Zoom or Google Meet. You need to go to Zoom, create a meeting, that's a few clicks, come back, send this meeting to your customer through the chat. They will start the meeting. You will start the meeting. You will need to approve them when they get inside. We counted. Those are 12 clicks. That's not scalable. Okay, we want this to be as easy as possible. You don't need to install anything. It's easy. And now I'm coming to something that is pretty unique to Consolto. We have two types of meeting mechanisms, and I'm going to talk about how we start them, but it's really important to understand them. One of them is called on-demand meetings. And on-demand meetings are meetings that start like a phone call. You're not aware that someone's going to call you. Okay, they came to your website and they just push the call button. You hear a ring and the call starts. If you answer, the call starts. When you hang up or when they hang up, the meeting ends. It's pretty similar to a call. You see that on WhatsApp and Skype and your phone. On the other hand, there's another type of meeting that evolved in the past few years, which is the Zoom or the Google Meet style. You create a meeting room, and this assumes that you have some pre-negotiation with your customer. And during this pre-negotiation, you provide that customer, whether it's a scheduled meeting or you have a former communication with that customer, for example, the chat or whatever, email, you send them a link to this meeting. And it's a unique link so that every person that has this link can enter the meeting. So these are two types of meetings. One of them is called on-demand. The WhatsApp or the phone type is on-demand. And the other type is called the lobby or the meeting room. And I want to show you how easy it is for you to create these two meetings. We created this, and this is really, really, really important if you want to use Consolto and make it simple and scale your remote meeting operations. Here on the bottom right, we have this start widget. And when I click it, I can create a meeting for, in this case, I'm creating it for Adam. How did I know that? I had this pink ribbon here that says, okay, some of these features are enabled or only if it's my own skin. And right now I'm not Adam, so it's showing me this. And this practically means I can't create a meeting room for Adam. But I'm going to go to myself, and this is searchable, by the way. So I'm going to go to myself and create here. Here I have a link to my own click and talk page. Okay, just copy it or email it. I can also email it to someone or copy it. And these are also, you can also start an immediate action with this. So this is the regular, let's call it the vanilla click and talk page, but you can also start a video call immediately.
or start the scheduling. I'll show you what the scheduling looks like. So this will open the scheduling of my scheduling page immediately. Okay, instead of going through all that. So this is this. Here you can copy your links. These links are permanent. The upper ones are permanent. They never change. They have your handle here. Okay, this is going to be your handle. You can change the handle. Okay, you can change it, but you know, these are your permanent links. Unlike these permanent links, you have the meeting room links. These meeting room links are to create a temporary meeting room. And remember, the meeting room is the Zoom style or the lobby style, and the on-demand is more like your click and talk page. Okay, they come to your click and talk page and start that call with you. But these are more, let's call them a little bit more temporary. These are meeting rooms. This also identifies or noted that I am the host of this meeting, so it asks me if I want to go to open it in Consolto, and I don't. So basically, this is the view that your host will have. Okay, flag widget, use it. There's one more thing here, the website widget links. It will send your customers to your website and open the widget there. That's also a really cool solution if you want your customers to open your website with your Consolto widget open on a specific agent. Really cool feature. So I'm inviting you to use these. With that said, I think this helps you understand how we're trying to facilitate things and make you have a meeting as simple as sending an SMS. Okay. Again, I can send these as an email, and that's all I need to do. Just send this as an email, and soon, by the way, as SMS, and just create a meeting link or provide my customers my unique click and talk page, and that's it. Of course, they can come to the widget on your website. Okay, I want to move to probably the last concept for today. We're about to have a few more minutes for this meeting, and a little bit about privacy and security. So we're HIPAA compliant. We also use WebRTC, which is what Google uses in Google Meet. That's the technology. It's very secure. Everything is encrypted. But I wanted to talk about team data segregation and consent. So Consolto is used in data sensitive situations like therapists and hospitals even, and law firms. So in order to have control over your data, I cannot see anything that I don't have access to. So for example, if I want to see Adi's information, I go to here. Okay, wait, I need to unselect myself. Let me select this instead, because I do have access to Adi. Okay, I went to Adam, and I don't have access to Adam's details at all because Adam did not provide me with any of this information. Wait, let me reload this. Yeah, I noted that we updated a version, and what I was on a few moments ago was a little bit of older version. I should have reloaded it before the meeting. Anyways, going back to Adam. So I don't want to see my data. I want to see Adam's. I don't have access to Adam's data. Basically, in order to have access to Adam's data, I need to find Adam here in the users tab and request access to Adam's data. This will send Adam an email, and Adam will need to provide me access. And I'll show you what it looks like when I do have access to someone's information. For example, Dana Scully, which did provide me access. And you can see that I do have access to Dana Scully. Okay, this is our meeting right now. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And that's about privacy and segregation. Again, we do not provide immediate access to the administrators.
to data because we know that some of our customers are data sensitive. With that said, I want to move to the last part, and we're getting closer to the raffle. A little bit about key learnings. So this is just a very brief. So a few things to make your meetings get more out of your meetings. Because we believe that it's not about the meetings, it's about their outcomes, what happens after them. So first thing, if you want your customers on your website to start a meeting with you with the widget, people today aren't used to this. So you need to explain this on your page itself, on your website. Say, do you want to start a video call with me with a button? This button will lead to opening the widget. And we have this technique, right? You can have a button that opens the Consolto widget automatically. You have it here in the installation tab. Here you have custom button codes. You just copy one of these, put it on your website, design it a little bit, and you have a button that will trigger the widget. This is this is a good technique that we saw. Another thing that is very important. So again, just explain and prepare them to start a call. We also noted from our stats that customers that started chats are more likely to move forward to a video chat from the chat. Okay? So it's better to start with a text chat and then move to video chat unless you explain it on your page. Forms. You put a form on your website, on the widget. It would reduce your conversion, but you get more data and you can get back to your customers. So this is a trade-off that you need to decide. We see from what we see on our stats that we prefer the data, okay? We prefer taking the information, but for some customers, they prefer higher conversion. And when we would prefer higher conversion, meaning you would not take the customer details, that would be when you have available agents, right? Available to take the chats or calls. Okay, that's when you would not want the contact forms to be there before the chats and before the calls. Availability is king. We want to help you be available all time if you want. That will help you increase conversions and increase your customer satisfaction. In order to be more available, either have the desktop web app open or install one of our mobile applications, which are being renovated these days. And in about 10 weeks, we will have a new version similar to the new refreshed back office. And remember, it's not about the meetings, it's about their outcomes. We are building right now new features with AI that will help you generate action items, summaries, and even embed these directly to your calendar. So this is coming soon. What's coming in the next few days, weeks? Pay when booking. Okay, people will be able, as I mentioned, Stripe. People will be able to pay when they book a meeting. Configurable sessions. You will be able to have few types of sessions. For example, session about teach me to play Mary Has a Little Lamb, or another one, and AI in chat. Sorry, and those are the sessions, sorry. And AI in chats and AI in meetings. That's coming a little bit later. That's coming at the beginning of next year. With that said, I want to answer a few questions. Jackie, what are the main ones that we want to answer? We have just a few more minutes. And
okay, I think we have really interesting one. Like if we have like like if I want to have a service and I have the pre-paid before the service, before the sessions. This is something like we plan to do very, very soon. So you can, before you start any session, you can charge the money before that, for advance.
Exactly. So I just showed this one a few moments ago. Paying when you're booking a meeting, that's coming soon. Yeah. Expected time of arrival, I'd say about 10 to 12 weeks from now. Maybe earlier. Stripe is coming in 2 weeks, and then that one.
Any other good questions, Jackie? I'm sure all of them are good, but we have just a few more minutes, 3 minutes. And we need to do the raffle.
I try to answer them like private.
Okay.
But maybe Ilan, you can like say more about the AI capabilities, because I saw like few questions here regarding the AI.
Yeah, absolutely. So we already started working on AI, and basically the philosophy, we don't want to replace the agents. We want to augment or empower them and give them superpowers. That's the idea about everything that we do. So for example, in the chats, when the agent is not online, we will provide you a mechanism to provide your data, your website, a few PDF files, and a goal. For example, you want the customers to start a meeting, fine. The AI will help your customer start a meeting with you. You want just to answer customers about, I don't know, some deal on your website? Sure, that's also possible. So you will define the goal and the data, and that's the part in the chat. In the meetings, we're going to connect things through transcribing the meetings, then summarizing a little bit, then taking notes and action items. And when these action items come up, we'll help you attach them to a specific calendar event. So it's not just some action item somewhere, it's attached to your calendar and you have a deadline or a due date for it. I hope that answers. There are a lot of other, we actually gathered a huge list of AI, but these are the starter ones that we're going to start with. Thanks for the question. Amazing, really good question. Anything else, Jackie? Before we finish, I want to leave us another minute for the raffle.
No, not this time. I'm trying to answer everyone.
All right, so we're going to go to the conversations here. Oh, I'm not my own. I want to go see how I have access to Dana. I want to be Elon now. And we're going to, okay, so the raffle was about 3, 5, and 6 will get extra skins. So the first one was, this is 1, 2, 3. Who is this? Eduardo, you get 3. 4, 5. Graham, you get 2 skins. And contentification, you get 1 skin. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I hope you had a good time with us. I clearly had a good time with you and with Jackie. I want to say thank you, Jackie, for helping us build this amazing new back office. Jackie is a design behind all this. I want to thank
you guys
for taking the time and being with us, and looking forward to continue pushing Consolto to help you scale your remote meeting operations and make you rock. Thank you very much.